On today's show, Sunset Hospitality heads to Saudi, Indochine is coming to DIFC, Freddy's eyes aggressive expansion, and so much more that for the next 5 minutes you won't even think about how Game of Thrones ended so disappointingly that it retroactively ruined the previous 7 seasons. I've just reminded myself again.
Hello and welcome to this week's Serving of the Dish.
Let's start this week with news that Sunset Hospitality Group, that's the operator behind Black Tap, Azure Beach Club and Luigia, is planning to increase its portfolio by 50% with 8 new openings this year.
Saudi Arabia is set to get black taps in both Riyadh and Jeddah, and even Erbil in Iraq will be enjoying huge burgers and milky crazy shakes before the year is out.
Lucky them. The company is also bringing a new concept to Dubai with Mood Rooftop Lounge opening in October, and Sweet Chick, the New York fried chicken concept, which recently held a pop-up at the Seoul DXB Festival, well, that's heading to London. Worldwide domination for Sunset.
Nice. Perhaps a permanent Middle East Sweet Chick location will be on the list next. Founder John Seymour told us at Seoul DXB that he was looking into it, so watch this space.
Indeed. One other famous New York concept that is definitely getting a location in the region soon is Indochine.
Yes, it was known as the place to be seen in the 80s and 90s, with New York celebrities coming out in force to patronise it.
Indeed. It's set to open in DIFC, but instead of bumping into Mick Jagger and Andy Warhol, you'll get to see Chris Fade and Simon Ritchie. Personally, I think that's an upgrade.
It's from VKD Hospitality Group, which also operates Miss Lily's in Dubai. So if it's half as successful as that, they'll be on to a winner.
I guess the question is, does the Indochine name still have the same recognition, that it did have in New York in the 80s? This isn't in the 80s anymore. The name wasn't too familiar to me, but I'm super young. Maybe it'll mean a lot more to people of your age, Claudia.
We've had 2 big pieces of news from Dubai Municipality this week. Firstly, the rule announced in May that restaurants would need to list their dishes' calorie counts has been postponed for 2 years.
Yes, it was quite a polarising idea, with some chefs saying it would do nothing to help battle the obesity crisis in the Middle East, while others said, frankly, it didn't go far enough. But now it has been made voluntary for the next 2 years before they revisit it again in 2021.
Yeah, so while that's on the back burner, the municipality has decided to ban all natural roses and flowers from being used in any food served to the public.
This means no more decorative flowers or petals, even in cocktails or in any meals whatsoever, and it is effective immediately.
It just opened its first outlet at Dubai Mall last week, but Freddy's frozen custard and steak burgers is already planning an aggressive UAE expansion.
Yes, indeed. Founder Scott Redler told us that they have another 5 locations already lined up for the next 18 months, including Mall of the Emirates next. If you're not familiar with frozen custard, it's not really a thing in the UK, so it's not that yellow substance your gran used to make for dessert, but it's actually basically ice cream but made with eggs in addition to cream and sugar, which makes it denser and lasts better at warmer temperatures.
Nice, I'm just as confused. Yeah. They're flying in all the produce from the United States, so it's 100% authentic.
But not 100% sustainable.
You can read the full interview with Redler in the August issue of Caterer Middle East.
Well, you're a classy lady, Claudia. I've always said so. So no doubt you celebrated National Caviar Day on Thursday.
Yes, of course I do, Simon, every year.
Well, I'm not quite so classy, you'll be surprised to hear. But the good people at Beluga, Dubai's caviar dedicated bar, took me under their wing to show me how to properly prepare and enjoy the decadent delight. You can check out their attempts to civilise me on the Hotelier Middle East YouTube channel now.
Yes, they attempted, but they failed. If you want less classy, but just as tasty, Tocado has launched a 1 kilo burrito, which they say is the UAE's biggest.
This sounds like the dish challenge to me. So if you want to see Claudia take on a 1 kilo burrito, she has said to me she thinks she can finish it. I am 100% confident she can't handle that much meat. Comment below and we will make it happen.
Simon, unlike your spicy noodle challenge, which was a total embarrassment,
well,
I won't fail.
Mine was a real challenge, but the burrito versus the burrito, that's the heavyweight contest you've been waiting for.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
And finally, as we can't end on the image of Claudia choking down a fat burrito, we have 2 new executive chef appointments to tell you about.
Le Royal Meridian Abu Dhabi has appointed Anya Venzil to the role. The Namibian national has over 20 years of experience working in her home country, South Africa, the Maldives, China, and the UAE.
And the Regency in Kuwait has appointed Dirk Heinen to the role of executive chef there. The German has been in the game for over 34 years, very specific, working in hotels including JW Marriott Ankara, Cinnamon Grand Sri Lanka, and Le Méridien Seychelles.
Very nice. Well, that's been your weekly serving of the dish. I've been Claudia de Brito.
I've been Simon Ritchie, and I can't wait to see her take on a burrito.
We'll see you next week. No, we're not doing that. No.
Well, I thought that was
No.
good, because you were shocked when I said it, so it's perfect.
Simon, you can't say that.
Yes, you can.